What is good, everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, back with another video. And today I'm gonna teach you guys how to get some really dope vocals with only using stock plugins. Now, yes, this is gonna be a FL Studio video. Don't worry, all these techniques and everything I'm gonna show you guys, you can put in any DAW. It doesn't really matter. You can use stock plugins. If you don't have the stock plugin that I'm using, I will definitely tell you about a free alternative that will give you some similar results. That way you can kind of get the same sound regardless of what DAW you are using. Before we get there, if you can't follow me Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud at Mr. Different TV, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment on what type of videos y'all want to get. I want to do more vocal stuff and effect processing and all that, and reviews and all that good stuff, so do keep that in mind. And sorry for the long wait, but I got good reasons. I'll tell you about that later in the week. Let's jump inside FL Studio and talk about what we got going on right now. So here we are inside FL Studio. I got a little freestyle. I am not a rapper. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't plan to be one. Actually, I do plan to be one, but I'm not a rapper. I'm not trying to be the best. So take my bars, my freestyle with a grain of salt. It's funny, goofy, and it's gonna just drive the point home that, you know, will make it sound good. So let's hear what it sounds like, and then I'll turn off the effects, and we'll go through each individual effect on what I did and how I used it to get the sound. Yo, damn, I love freestyling on this beat. I really do. I wonder if I'm ever gonna sell it one day. Look, I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me why cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I gotta make it. And everywhere I go, everybody hate it cause I'm a average dude doing average shit. Still making a lot of money, they can't handle it. Look, get off your ass and stay up on your grind, and maybe one day you can be here in time. Look. So there you go. I bypassed and unbypassed. You can see how it sounds with and without it. You know, I'll mute the song real quick so you can kind of hear what the vocals sound like with just, you know, by itself. Look, I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me why cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I gotta make. So I should have muted the reverb as well, but I ain't feel like doing all that. But as you can see, you know, we're gonna take these vocals and take it to the next level. And like I said, I'm using all stock plugins. I'm gonna go through each individual one, what I'm doing, so you guys can see yourself. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and mute everything, and then we'll get right to it. So first off, I am using a Maximus. Now a Maximus is basically a multi-band compressor. So any multi-band compressor that you have in your DAW or third party or whatever, don't really matter, using it. But what I'm using it as a de-esser. So if you go in here, there is a de-esser preset. You use either one, the narrow band or the split band. I think I'm using the split band because it's actually like splitting the bands in different frequencies. And I'm just taming the sibilance in my voice because I have a very sibilant voice. I have a lot of S's and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to tame those down and kind of control them. So that's what that's doing. So that's turning on and off. Look, I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me why cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I got. Now I would definitely use a better one than this. Most de-esser plugins that come inside of stock DAWs aren't the best, or DAWs in general. Pro Tools has a really good one, but other than that, you know, just what it is. But I always use a de-esser for my first part, so de-essering always is the way to go. Next up, we have an EQ. Now this EQ is my subtractive EQ. Basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting out harsh frequencies that are plaguing the track. That's pretty much what I'm doing. As you can see, I always roll off my lows because you don't really need a lot of subharmonic frequencies in vocals unless you just unless you're a bass drum or you're 808. You got an 808 your throat cavity or whatever. So yeah, so what I did, I just went through and I boosted. I turned down the Q and I started sweeping until I heard frequencies that stuck out at me and just kind of pierced the ears and kind of hurt. And then those are the ones I cut. And like I said, you're going to cut depending on your actual track, not depending on what I'm doing. Like I said, you just pull it down to it. You're taking away too many frequencies and then back it back off to it sounds natural again. So let's hear it before and after. Look, I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me why cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up. See, it just really cleans up a lot of that low end. Like I said, this is a very, you know, bass heavy microphone, and I love it by the way. But this is a very strong in the low end, so it kind of cleaned up the low end, and it would take out a couple little problematic harsh frequencies that you plug in. Every voice and every microphone is going to be different. Every environment is going to be different. So you need to do this by ear. Don't go off of what people are doing or what you see on the screen. Do it yourself. Boost, narrow the cue, sweep, whatever sticks out, cut it, cut some lows, and you're good to go. So that's my first EQ. Next, I move on to my compressor. Now I'm using the Fruity limiter because the Fruity compressor, I just can't stand that. And the Fruity compressor, this has a limiter and a compression mode. So therefore, you know, I like that function. So what I'm basically doing is I'm turning down the threshold a little bit. So let's turn it on. I'm turning down the threshold to kind of start taming my vocals. I leave the knee alone and I turn my ratio to up about 4-1 because 4-1, 5-1, 6-1 are good for vocals. In my opinion, you can do 2-1 if you want to. You want a little more gentler, but I like to have a little bit of stronger compression settings or ratio when I'm doing my vocals. And then with the attack and release, I want the attack not super fast, but just a little bit fast to kind of catch the transients. And then with the release fast way, it's just going to kind of just, when I peak, it's just going to squash it down a little bit and then go back up. It's going to kind of just even everything out. That's all compressor's really doing. You got to do it by ear, so you know what it is. So I made videos about compression, so look them up. Just type in Mr. Different TV, how to use compressor. I make a full video about that. So let's see what that sounds like before and after. Look. I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me, why? Cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I gotta make it. And everywhere I go, everybody hate it cause I'm a average dude doing. You just hear how it takes all the low parts in my vocal and bring it up to the loud parts, so just like one consistent level. That's what you want a compressor to do. And the volume is not really changing that much, so you want to make sure when you bring up the makeup gain that when you bypass it, it sounds exactly the same when you turn it on, turn it off from the previous. That way you know that your compressor's not boosting it and making it sound good because it's louder, because that's not how you use a compressor. Trust me, I've done it in the past and it's ruined mixes. So yeah, make sure when you unbypass and bypass it, the level stays about the same. That way you know you can hear what the compressor is really doing. So keep that in mind. I'll talk about that in my compression video. And then next I use a EQ, which is simple EQ. I'm just boosting some of the highs. Now how I boost my highs is I use a bell curve. I pick a bell curve and I go all the way to the end and I just boost it up, and then I will adjust the Q depending on how much I want to boost. Just something I do. It gives a more gentler slope, more of like a Baxton down EQ style of slope. So you can do that yourself, but you can definitely just put some highs in there. So I'm just boosting it and bringing them some high frequencies back. I have MDS in my vocals. So let's see what that sounds like. Look. I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me, why? Cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I gotta make it. And everywhere I go, everybody hate it cause I'm a average dude doing average shit. So yeah, there it is right there with the EQ. That's just a little something. I say just add a little high frequency in there. You can add more or less depending on what you're going for. If you want to go for a super bright vocal, like a pop vocal, something like that, or you want just a little bit of high end in there, or you can do less. But that's just what I do. There's no right or wrong answer. Just adding in some highs always helps in, especially when you're taking them out from the beginning. Last, I'm using a sound goodizer. Now, if you don't have sound goodizer because you're using a different DAW, I recommend getting OTT. OTT is basically the same thing. It's just an upward, downward compression. Same thing with sound goodizer. It's actually a preset built inside of Maximus. So if you actually go to Maximus, as you can see, you can right click and there's the sound goodizer presets right there. So you can use another Maximus if you want to. But yeah, sound goodizer, it's just going to add in some of that extra compression, hyping. It's going to hypen it up a little bit. Like I said, same thing with like OTT. Just the exact same thing. It just downward and upward compression on multiple bands to just give you like just in your face sound. Like it's great. Like sound good is good, but you gotta be careful with it. You gotta on OTT, you want to make sure you bring down your I think it's the depth control or the mix knob, and the same thing with sound goodizer because too much can make it sound bad. So here it is with and without sound goodizer. Look. I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me, why? Cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I gotta make it. And everywhere I go, everybody hate it. Like I said, if you have too much of it, look, I'm back on my grind trying to. It just doesn't sound good. So yeah, make sure you want to do it in moderations and just kind of, keep it simple and don't do too much. So that's far as with the mixing for the vocals. So I'll bypass it, unbypass it real quick. So we'll just bypass it. Look, I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating. Like I said, these are simple vocals, simple freestyle in an untreated room. And that's what it sounds like. And last but not least, I made a video about how to use your buses and how to use effect scenes. I'll link it in the description below if you want to check that video out. But then last, I'm just sending my vocals to a reverb. And I made a full video about that, so I'm not going to go over it again for you guys. So just sending my vocals to a reverb. And I have a simple reverb, Fruity Reverb 2. See, nothing special there. Look. I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write. And then when you add the beat in there, look, I'm back on my grind trying to kill the shit. They hating on me really but mad cause I'm illiterate, can't read shit, but I know how to write these bars. They be hating on me why cause I be shooting for the stars. Look, I can't give up cause I gotta make it. And everywhere I go, everybody hate it cause I'm a super simple, super easy way to get some nice, clean, professional sounding vocals inside your DAW with using stock plugins. Now, if you take these same examples and put them in a different DAW and use third-party plugins, you're gonna get even better of a result. So like I said, simple thing. I like to do de-essing, my cut EQ, compression, and then I like to do a boost EQ, and I like to throw some kind of multi-band compressor at the end, like OTT or Sound Goodizer, just to give it that extra punch. Send it to a reverb or delay, and you got yourself a good sounding vocals. Now, don't forget, you can add more to this or you can do less to this. This is very suggestive. There are no rules. This is how I process vocals. You do you. I'm showing you how I do me, and we all can just do each other. Just playing, no homo, pass. Yeah, had to make a joke for you guys today because nobody makes jokes anymore on YouTube. Everybody's too goddamn serious. So yeah, with that being said, y'all know who it is, your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, thumb it up. If you didn't like it, make sure you hit that thumb down button twice because it works a lot better and you get better results. And with that being said, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.